Hi folks, I've got a different venue because it's a bit lighter in here. I thought for making the video you might be able to see what I'm playing. We've got That'll Be the Day, which was suggested at the last meeting. It's the chords themselves we've seen before, but we'll run through some of them, and I'll run through the picking or the strumming, I should say, as we go through. And then when I've gone through the basics of the song, I'll show you some little tricks and a more difficult way of playing it, or a different way of playing it that you might prefer. I've gone through a video on the Buddy Holly story, which is on YouTube, and there's a YouTube video of him playing it on the Ed Sullivan Show. And I noticed he plays with the capo at the fifth fret on the one. On the Buddy Holly story, it's in the open position that we're playing in. So we'll stick with the chords that are on the sheet. And it starts off with a D on That'll Be the Day. And I'm just strumming up and down. So down, up. Now what you got to do is make it swing a bit, because it's a sort of a shuffle rhythm really. So it's That'll be the day, you say goodbye, that'll be the day. So it's D to A, and I'm playing here with one finger, like we discussed in the last session. You can play it like that if you want. That'll be the day. And then there's a dead stop. So just plays one downstroke on the A and stops it down, dead. That'll be the day, that day. Now on the video, especially on the Ed Sullivan one, it does that very quickly. It's E7 to A. E7 is just two fingers. So I've got my first finger on the G string at the first fret. I've got my second finger, so that's saying the G string's no good to anybody, is it? My first finger's on the third string at the first fret, and my second finger is on the fifth string at the second fret. That's E7. Everything else is open. Play all six strings, and then A major. So you kill it dead. That'll be the day. So you might need to practice that. The verse is the same strumming. So it's D and A 3 times. And then it goes to B7. So it's the same strumming down. Let's play the pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then A. So it does that change 3 times. And then to B7, same strumming. And then E7. So E7 we've gone through. B7 is on the sheets, and we have seen it before. It's a bit more complicated because it's using all your fingers. So I've got my first finger is on the 4th string at the 1st fret. My second finger is on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. My third finger is on the 3rd string at the 3rd fret. And my little finger is on the 1st string at the 2nd fret. So they're all in a row, like that. to E string. And you just keep strumming. This arm never stops moving, it's your metronome. And then back to verse. Or the chorus perhaps I should say. And it's the same strumming pattern. Now you could, and on the video on the Ed Sullivan show and on the Buddy Holly story, it's a shuffle pattern. So it goes. So now the strumming pattern here is just down, up, down, the same as we're doing on the chords. All that happens here is I'm playing the D string, which is the 4th string, and the 3rd string. So I'm holding down the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and I'm putting my finger on the 3rd string at the 4th fret and taking it off again. And I'm playing the D string, the 4th string together with it. So it's 2 strings. Now you want to have this strumming pattern quite wide to stay in time. So I'm choking off, I'm holding down the 3rd string, and the fleshy part of my 1st finger is stopping the 2nd string and the 1st string ringing. So if I hit them by accident, they're not going to sound out. Sorry, I've got something in my throat. The 5th string is A. Well, I'm holding down an A here, so if you hit the 5th string by accident, it won't matter. And I've realised I'm actually choking the 6th string off with my thumb. So if I hit that by accident, it doesn't matter. So, it's down, up, down, up. So I'm putting my finger on and off. So it's down, up with the finger off, down with the finger on, then off on the upstroke. So down, up, on, down, off, up. Down, up, on, sorry, off, down, off, down, off, up, sorry, off, on, off. I'm getting all confused. Like that. And then when it changes to A, you do exactly the same thing, but this time it's the open A string, the open 5th string, and I'm holding down the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and I'm putting my finger on the 4th string at the 4th fret. And again, the fleshy part of my finger, of my 1st finger, is deadening all these strings. So if I hit them, it doesn't matter. And I'm using my thumb to stop the 6th string ringing. And it's the same strumming pattern. Up and down, down, up, down, up, off, on, off. So then more or less the whole song. The only other thing is the intro, which I can't play fast because my right hand doesn't work, but I'm holding down the 2nd string and the 1st string at the 5th fret, and I'm picking each one time, and then I'm coming back to the 2nd string. So it goes 1 and then once on the second string. And he slides into that note. Slide it in from the fret below. So slide up. And then what you do is you hold down this note on the 5th fret of the first string, and you walk down 1 fret at a time on the second string. So it goes 5 on the second string, 4 on the second string, 3 on the second string, 2 on the second string. It's quite a big stretch. You might want to use your little finger if that's uncomfortable. And then to E7. So. And into the song. And that's the whole thing. So have fun with it, and we'll run through it in the next session. Bye.